Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is a very special one. We're going to review all the products that I tried in the month of May, and I am going to put everything on my face, and this is the look, spoiler alert, that we are creating today. It's a bunch of mixed of indie brands, some drugstore brands, some high-end brands. It's a mix of everything. So if you want to see how I achieve this look and what I think about all these products, then please keep on watching. So let's begin doing a get ready with me. I'm just going to go through all the products that I actually got in the month of May and which I'm liking and which I'm not. For the primer, I'm taking this Huda Beauty. I think this one I did review towards April and May, both together, I would say. I purchased it in April, like late April, but I was trying this all across May. I really think that this is worth purchasing. If you were eyeing the Charlotte Tilbury one, the glow serum, whatever that is thing is called, it's definitely glowy, but it's not over the top. I really like, especially if you are more of a combination skin type, I feel like you'll really like it. So I would definitely recommend this. So see, I'm more of a combination skin tone, and you can see the glow that it provides. But with the next foundation that I'm going, I definitely love to have a pore filling primer towards the center of my face. Not that it needs it, but if I do not use it, it gets super dewy, which I do not like. And the foundation that I'm talking is the Maybelline, what is this called? Super Stay 24-hour Skin Tint. I really like this foundation, like skin tint. This one I have in the shade 322, which is like it's almost perfect. Like if I get a hint of tan, it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, let me just, I'm using this skin primer on the center of my face just to mattify it and pore fill it. Nothing much, just there. But also talking about a dud, this one from Real Techniques, I felt like this one was a dud. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the 2-in-1 miracle sponge thing. It's like one side with a sponge and the other side with like that powder puff. I felt like powder puff side works really well and it covers a lot of area. Sponge side, not a big fan of. I don't get that bounciness that I generally do get from a beauty blender or a L'Oreal sponge or even a Real Techniques sponge. I do not get that bounce, and because of that, I feel like I'm like slapping the product on top of my face, and it soaks up so much of product. Yeah, it was very difficult for me to like even get rid of the product from the sponge. You still can see like a little bit of like marks, right? I've only used it twice and that was enough. Like I would use it for the powder puff side, but not for the sponge side. So that I feel like for just the powder puff for that price, not really worth it. If both of them really performed like that, I would definitely would have said like, yes, purchase it. But this foundation, going back into it, super beautiful foundation. Like I really love it. The only flaw that I would say is the packaging. Like the dropper works, but it's a mess. It's a mess to close and open just because I know that I'll, create a mess when I'm applying it. Okay. But the product itself, really beautiful. Please bring everything with a pump. Don't want to deal with a dropper situation or a pouring situation. A squeezy tube or a pump. That's the best. Look how beautiful that is. And the shade matches also like really well. Like I would go for this shade even if I'm a little more on the lighter side, just because the undertone matches so well. It's really beautiful. Again, I'm in the shade 322. It takes like a couple of minutes just to like spread everything and you're good. I don't think I had any concealer that I tried in the month of May. So I'm just gonna do my trusty Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. Following up on the liquid blushes that I got, the e.l.f. Suave Mauve A++. If you're looking for a drugstore liquid blush, it's amazing quality. It's very lightweight, it's pigmented, it blends so nicely. You have that give time. It's not gonna like dry up on you, and it's pigmented enough but not too much like Rare Beauty liquid blushes. So I really love the formula of the e.l.f. blushes. So once we have that, let's talk about powders. I tested out 2 powders. Huda Beauty Peach Pie powder. For now, you should know that I love that. Okay, I absolutely love that. It's a holy grail product. I've already packed in my makeup bag. I'm pre-recording, by the way, a lot of my videos. I've already packed it. That's how much I love it. If I pack something for travel, that means I love it like crazy. Let's talk about the second powder that I had, and that was from Lunar Beauty. And this is called the Luniversal powder, I think. It's their universal translucent setting powder, so it's called Luniversal. The powder texture, amazing, absolutely amazing. I have the shade medium, which I feel it's a little too warm on me. It's a little too yellow for me. I definitely do prefer the Huda Beauty one just because it gives me brightness. If you are anywhere lighter than me, you would absolutely love it. I feel like I cannot pack this brush underneath the eyes, although I just did it. It'll be better if you just take a loose fluffy brush and just wipe it all across the face. That will be beautiful because it sets the makeup really beautifully and it blurs out so nicely, and the scent is amazing. I've told it before when I was like reviewing this product, it smells like a mango custard powder. Like not when it is made, but when you're like baking and you're mixing the custard together, that's how it smells. It's really, really nice smelling, at least for me. I really love baking goods, and this is just stunning smell. So amazing product. I would go a shade lighter if you are my skin tone for sure, but otherwise the powder puff that it comes with, the product that is in it, amazing. Okay, now let's talk about blushes. I had 2 products, both of them are big hit. Okay, I'm going to use one for blush and one for highlighter. So the Patrick Ta, not too much. It's an amazing product, especially if you like barely there blushes. You would absolutely love it. I'm going to take the powder first and stamp it right there. This is another Real Techniques brush that I got during the month of May. This is the number 241, which is that slanted one. Beautiful brush. Like I love this one. The shape is so nice, especially for blushes. I feel it's a little too much for the under eyes, but still you can definitely use it underneath the eyes. I feel it works so well with the powders as well as the creams. Really love it. And this is the other brush that I picked out, tapered but fluffy. This is the brush number 449, and this I basically use it for like cream products. This is called the tapered cheek brush. Beautiful brush. I use one for like cream blushes, one side, and the other side for cream bronzers. Works so nicely, so nicely. Like it's so effortless on the face. Gives a dewy finish, just like right there. It's barely there, which is what I absolutely love about these blushes. Okay, now let's talk about the highlighter. I'm gonna apply the cream highlighter on the other side. And it's such a nice product. It gives a great glow to the skin, nothing over the top. If you want anything over the top, apply that powder on top and that'll be amazing. But I absolutely love this product. Just for a little sheen, it's beautiful. My favorite way to apply is with the sponge, but yeah, a powder works beautifully. And the blush that is in it, my favorite, like my favorite. I really love that blush. If you want a little darker shade than this one, go for this one. I don't think I had any bronzers that I tried this month, so I'm just gonna take my Rare Beauty one, just a tad bit across the face. I'm just gonna take the same brush that we used for all our products, just so that it melts effortlessly on the face. This brush is really beautifully made, like especially for cream products. Blends like a dream. I'm just gonna dust that whatever was left on that powder brush and just dust it all across the face, just to set everything together. Now, time for reviewing some lip liners. The NYX lip liners that I got this month, A++. Absolutely loved the lip liners that I got. I also got Revlon lip liner. Again, beautiful on the lips, like a warm chocolatey tone. I have the shade chocolate. Warm chocolatey tone, and it lasts for such a long time. And then I got the Makeup by Mario lip liner. It lasts so long. I have the shade called Spice Chai, but if you are my undertone and if you like a deeper lip liner look on you, go for a deeper shade. This is like my lip shade but better. If I am fair, this would work beautifully, but not when I'm tan, because when I'm tan, that looks like it looks like a shade that I would go for when I go for like a smoky eye look, if that makes sense. But yeah, I absolutely loved all the lip liners that I tried this month. Going with the NYX one right now, and this one is in the shade Rebel Kind. Yes, it's a deeper lip liner, but I love a deep lip liner. Now let's talk about lipsticks. I had a banger of a lipstick collection this time. Revlon lipsticks, beautiful, long lasting, lasts for the entire day. It lasts through meals. If you like a good matte lipstick that will last on you, go for these Revlon matte lipsticks, beautiful. Lunar Beauty lipstick, this one specifically is in the shade Sailor. Such an amazing shade. I'm gonna apply this one. Like, if you like a good cool tone lip, beautiful. Again, lasts for such a long time. Banger hits this time, seriously. Look at that shade, so pretty. Especially if you like cool tone and lipsticks that tend to fall a little more on the grayer side, you would love it. Okay. I also wanted to talk about Menagerie Cosmetics that I tried this time. I tried their liquid toppers, like that looks like this. Beautiful formula, like stunning formula on the eyes. I would definitely say some of them have more of a base to it, and some of them are more like transparent. The transparent one, I would put something underneath and then tap this on top, because this is super beautiful, super dimensional, very lightweight. It doesn't crease the entire day. I really appreciate this formula a lot. And then I also want to talk about their blushes. Such unique tones of blushes. My favorite is Teddy Bear, which is more of like an everyday brownie mauve shade. Such a stunning shade. Then we have the shade called Clementine, which is like my everyday pinky nude shade. And then we have the shade called Kangaroo, which is so unique to me, and it is more of a purpley blush. All of them work so beautifully on the face. Let me finish off my eyes first, because I don't know what eye look am I going for. And then we'll apply one of the blushes on the face. So let's begin with the eye look. And for the eye look, I am gonna try this one, Ensley Rain Cosmetics, as well as Makeup by Mario one. Both of them, again, banger hits in my collection. I'm so excited for this. You have no idea. Obviously, I love Ensley Rain palettes, you know that. Makeup by Mario, I didn't have much expectations, but because I love Makeup by Mario palette, I was like, let me just get a good neutral palette that will work for me. And this, for office, I have continuously been applying this. That I just love this so very much. I'm gonna start with, let me see what look are we going for, okay? And is there any shade that we have not used on the eyes? I've not used this black as yet. This chocolatey brown shimmer we have not used. What are we doing then? Looks like a neutral eye, okay? Looks like a neutral eye. Okay, let's start off with this shade. And it is so, it's pigmented, it's buildable. And because it's like a more buildable formula, it doesn't like bunch up on your eyes, and it gives such a smooth blend. Each and every shade shows up on me, from the white to the black. Everything is absolutely amazing. It shows up different undertones on my eyes, which I truly appreciate, and I do not expect anything less from Makeup by Mario, seriously. I am gonna move into let's say this shade, and then I'm gonna start putting that in the crease a little lower than the transition shade that we applied. I've just baked some banana muffins. So if you hear like jumping noises, it's my boys getting excited over banana muffins. I actually want to record with my younger one. He's alone with me tomorrow when I'll be filming and batch recording. I'm just thinking, he's a chatterbox. He talks so much, so it will be a lot of work from my end to edit that video. So that's the only problem. Especially I want to edit before I leave. At least I want to batch record a bunch of it. I already have a bunch of videos already recorded for you guys. So you should be good when I'm gone, and I am gone for 3 weeks. So it's not like a smaller time frame. Let's go with this shade. And I'm gonna go over it right there. Just building. Okay, now I'm just building. And as you can see, I just used one brush for all 3 shades. Now I'm gonna go with a different shade, but let me just melt everything together. And this shade is my skin tone shade, so that's the best shade for just melting everything together for me. Okay, now I'm gonna go with this shade in the outer corners, the inner corners, and on the lower lash line, just to connect everything together. Doing the same thing on the other eye. Again, just taking the big fluffy brush, just gazing over everything. So that was Makeup by Mario's palette. I'm gonna take a smaller brush, just go into this shade and this shade, melt it together in the inner corner, just to give a little bit of brightness. That's my favorite thing to do. Like if I'm going for a matte inner corner, that's just beautiful. I do the same thing with this shade underneath my brow bone, just to clean it up. And that makes a huge difference. Look at that. There you go. That's definitely like my most used palette. That's definitely one of my most used palette this May. I'm gonna go with this shade, Spacey, in the outer and the inner corners. And this is like the deeper matte brown shade. Of course, I can use the Makeup by Mario palette, but I also want to use this palette. So bear with me. And now I'm gonna dip into that black eclipse shade, and then just tapping off on the outer corners. This I'm not gonna take in the inner corners just because it's a matte black. I don't want too much of depth going in the inner corners. Okay, there you go. Now I'm gonna take that Astral Traveler shade, which is that chocolatey, plummy shade. I'm gonna focus that all across the eyelid. Okay, look how stunning that is. Deep chocolatey brown shade. It's a traditional shimmer shade, but it has like a wine tone to it. The light immediately changed. The sun came in. I don't know why, but yeah, it was like, it's too dark, Smithy. You need sun. For the center of my eyelid, I'm gonna take one more shade, and that is Interplanetary. Should we take this or this? Let's take this, just because we are wearing some warmer tones. I'm gonna just take it right there in the center of the eyelid, just for a pop. And if I use my fingers, it'll pop like crazy. And let me show it to you. Look at that. They're just so beautiful. Okay, I just love it. So once we have that, let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara, and then we'll finalize everything with the blush. So we'll come right back. Okay, so finished off my look. Now let me give you a review. The Cosmic Dreamer palette, I know that it looks super colorful, but I feel like when you apply it on the eyes, this is definitely neutrals with a twist, but also it has so many wearable shades. Okay, I really love the tones that were put in it. There were only like few shades that are colorful. Like this is colorful, this is colorful, this is colorful. Rest everything is like muted. In the shimmers, I would say, yes, this is colorful, this is colorful, this is colorful, but everything else is muted. So it's definitely for a muted and a neutral tone wearer that loves colors. I would recommend this for sure. But the Makeup by Mario palette, I would recommend it to anybody. If you love neutrals, if you love colors, obviously don't buy this. If you love neutrals and elegant neutrals for every day, that's all that you wear, this is a beautiful palette to have in your collection. You will definitely see no like skipping or like bunching up. It's so smooth on the eyes. It's beautiful. I love how elegant and like soft even the smoky eye looks. I really love it. Okay, let's also talk about the Ensley Rain Moon Dust that came with that collection. Such a stunning collection, you guys, such a stunning collection. My heart says to wear one of the shades. I don't know if I'm gonna ruin this, but oh well, let's just do it. I have the shade called Cosmic Ember, which is more of that orangey pinky shade. I'm just going to take a little bit because why not? Whatever was in the cap. And immediately, you can see how it just brightens up any look. This is just beautiful if you like if you like to sparkle and shine but not like thick multi-chromes, like if you like your eyes to like have shifts. I'm just putting it all across, okay? I cannot be stopped, you know, with multi-chromes. It's very difficult for me to stop when I've started. But this is, it's so pretty. You saw like I didn't even apply like a glitter glue. I just applied it on my bare eyelids. It will give you a whisper of sparkle and shine, but if you apply it with glitter glue and then tap it on top of it, it will give you like a smooth metallic formula. Or even if you spray your dense brush, then also it will give you like that shifty opaque formula. I love a good sparkly eye, and this is exactly what I need. I love these formulas. Like I have everything right on top of my vanity. Like I have so many more. It will not fit in my hands. I love it. Okay, as promised, let's finish it off with a blush. I feel like we should go with Cocoa Bear. Teddy bear? Cocoa Bear. And that's more of like that brownie formula, just because of the tones that we are wearing. And you'll see, look at that. It's such an everyday blush. Love it. And the formula is smooth. It's very nice. Just love this one. Would highly recommend it. I do not have a code with Menagerie, but this was sent to me in PR. Not that they know that I'm reviewing it or anything. They just wanted me to test out their formula. But I love it. Loved everything that I've tried from Menagerie. I've been like waiting to test out Menagerie cosmetics, and this is beautiful. I love this look. There were some hits, there were some misses, but all in all, I feel like majority of the things were like really good quality. It's very difficult nowadays to get a miss from a cosmetic company because they know it. They know most of it, and there are good quality products in the market. I tested out like some high-end brands, some drugstore brands, and drugstore brands are coming very close to the high-end makeup brands. I only feel the drugstore lacks in eyeshadow palette formula, but otherwise they're very close to like skin products, like face products, complexion. So nice. Like if I had to recommend a few things from this video, would highly recommend this. The Maybelline one, would highly recommend the Revlon lipsticks. The lip liners were amazing from NYX. Would highly recommend both of these products. You take your chance what you want. Like both of these Patrick Ta blushes as well as the Natash My Dream Cheek Trio, both of them amazing. Menagerie Cosmetics eye toppery situation, Ensley Rain's palette, as well as the Moon Dust Makeup by Mario palette. Am I not recommending all that I tried today? Sorry. But that's all for today, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.